This video will outline the basics for FPS Creator. The first thing is prefabs. These are found in the library under the prefabs tab. These are going to be prefabricated rooms, cellars, bunkers, hallways, or staircases that you can use for your game. So you do not have to build your rooms from scratch as they are already built for us. I'm going to start off by selecting the small armory and then clicking OK. You can move around your workspace by using your left, right, down, and up arrows on your keyboard. By hitting R on your keyboard will change the direction of the arrow. Whichever way my arrow is facing is the wall that the door will be created on. And you can click to place your room. And again, R will select the way that your room door is going to face. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Entities, also down here in our tabs. Entities are going to be things like weapons, ammo, and enemies. So characters are going to be our enemies, and they have multiple types. So all of these are the same enemy, but they are all holding different weapons. The main weapons are the assault rifle, a grenade, a heavy weapon, a pistol, a shotgun, a sniper rifle, and unarmed. I'm going to go ahead and select the owl grenade enemy by hitting OK. You can now see that I can see him over my cursor, and by hitting R, he will rotate, and then I can place him in my rooms as such. The big thing to remember with FPS is that less is always going to be more. The more entities, weapons, and ammo that we have within our game, the more likely our game is A, to close out randomly, B, to have a bug, or to C, take a long time to load. So definitely less is going to be more. If you do not want, so once I've placed all of my enemies and I have my little guy up here, I can right click to remove him. I can also, if I don't want this guy, so I decided that I don't want a guy in this room, I can click on him and then right click to delete. I'm going to go back into my Entities tab and I'm going to go into my items. And there should be two preloaded things in here, so sci-fi and World War II, and you can use either. So under items, we should have things like our weapons, our health, and keys. So under the World War II, I've got an MAS-36, the ammo, MP40, the ammo, a Tommy gun, the ammo, and health packs. So the ammo will always be located directly right next to the weapon that it goes with. So I'm going to choose the assault rifle. If I hit OK, I can then place it into my room. And now that I have a weapon, I'm going to need some ammo. I can hit OK. And this is pretty small, so if you need to zoom in, you can come up here to the top and zoom in. And I can place my ammo within my room. So now I have a couple of enemies, a weapon, and some ammo. The next tab we're going to work in is markers. These include things like player start, and this will be wherever your player will begin the game. Whichever way the arrow is facing is the direction that your player will face when the game begins. Lights, these will change the color of the light within the room. So adding a blue light into a room will change it to blue, just as adding a red light into a room will change it to red. We will be working with zones, and we typically will work with 3 of them. The heal zone, this is an invisible zone that when you walk into it will heal you. The hurt zone, which is an invisible zone that if you walk into it will hurt you and take away health. And the win zone. It's another invisible zone that if you walk into it will help you to win the game. I'm going to go ahead and put a heal zone in right here. The last tab is segments. If one of your students does not want to wants to build their own room instead of using a prefab, they can click the segments tab and select the rooms, and they should have different rooms. So full, low, mid, and top, and then the full. So the full will be the entire wall. The low, the mid, and the top will be the different segments, corners, ceilings, and floors. They are able to build their own rooms if they choose. However, it is a lot more simple to use a prefab than it is to build, but that is up to the discretion of the student. The next thing we can do is we can add different doors, and those are going to be located under segments. These doors can be found in scenery, and we have different types. Auto, an automatically opening door when you walk up to it. A fake door, which obviously is fake. A key door, a door that requires a key to open. A remote door, a door that requires a switch. And a use door, a door that will require you to hit enter when you walk up to it. If I want to change my door to the auto door, I already have a door pre-put here. I can have my arrow facing the door. I can right click to delete the door I don't want, and then left click to put in the door that I do want. So again, because there's already prefabricated doors, I can have my arrow pointing at the door I would like to delete, right click to delete the door, and then left click to insert our new one. Once they have their game built, they can come up here and click the Test Level button. This button will allow the student to test their level and see if everything's put in the right place and running properly. Again, the more things we have in our rooms, the longer it will take for the game to load, and the more likely it is that there will be a bug within one of those enemies or weapons or entities that they have in their game. Typically, the game will tell you what line it is, so it might say line 42, error, zombie heavy weapon. So then they know that the zombie with the heavy weapon is causing the error. They can go in and delete and try again. And that is a basic tutorial of FPS Creator.